word of caution, Lord Sovo. If my time investigating Darth Nal's work has taught me anything, she did not like visitors.
I do not fear the dead. I knew the moment you asked me here, you finally understood your limitations. It is no secret. Your role in the hand of the Empire should have gone to me. You are clever, I'll grant you that, but weak. We were never truly equals. Your expertise does have its uses, however. Get on with it.
As you wish. What this is? No, of course you don't.
The mouse shows some teeth. Amusing. But look at this. You've saved me so much time, Rivix.
Don't do anything foolish. You're right, Sovo. We are not equals. But you do have your uses. Priority message for the Commander. I found something very interesting.
I'll kill you.
I don't fear the dead either.
Put it down.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
What a shame.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing. Here we go.
I've only just arrived, and you're already here to welcome me. Your hospitality is awe-inspiring.
you ever take anything seriously. I thought this was important.
What could be more important than appreciating good manners? This, perhaps? It belonged to Darth Nowell.
Was that so hard? Now, tell me what this is.
I have a theory, but that is all it is. A theory. I brought it to you in the hope that you could confirm it. Colonel Gola and Talos Drellick have been hard at work, combing through everything we've found, using the data to pinpoint other locations that may have been under Darth Nowell's control. But their expertise only reaches so far. You, however, have specialists and resources at your disposal that could identify what we've found.
If someone here knew anything about Darth Nowell, don't you think I would have asked them by now?
What about your fascinating Hutt scientist, Dr. Ogorob? He must have something in his bag of tricks that can tell us anything about this artifact.
You would trust something this important to that pretentious Hutt?
I think that now is not the time to leave any stone unturned.
Fine. We'll see what he has to say.
Lead the way. I am eager to learn what secrets this relic may be hiding.
See you.
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Had to cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Runuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and won. Bask's son and his Darmanda have taken their credits and scuttled back to whatever cave spawned them. All as expected. What was unplanned, the gap in our armor, is the fear we engineered in our enemy. They brought an entire fleet to rescue poor Shay. Such cowardice in those who call themselves Mandalorians. It cost us what we built on Runuk. We bled, but we gained something far more important. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Hedda. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance. Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan except myself and Sahar. At long last, we will take back what is ours.
I meant to say before, I ran into your old friend when I found Null's relic, Tau Adair. She put up quite a fight. She tries so fiercely to hide her contempt, yet she fails spectacularly.
I would dress you down for letting her escape, but at least I'll have another opportunity to pay her back for Corellia.
I have no doubt you'll get the chance. Eventually. I'm certain the Jedi will not rest until she has rescued the wayward Padawan.
Over here! I do believe I've found something. But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
The intricacies of the device were fascinating. I would be more than happy to go over the details.
I knew putting the two of you together was a bad idea.
Let's not disparage Dr. Ogorob for being thorough.
If you can spare a moment, Lord Rivix, we can speak afterward. Until then, I performed a scan that can identify dormant energy signatures, even if all that's left is the smallest trace, invisible to instruments you would find in more modest facilities. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
What else did you find?
A very interesting clue. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That is curious. Before recent decades, Sith did not typically use Adegan crystals. They were favored by Jedi in Darth Nul's lifetime, if she lived as long ago as we hypothesize.
So, why did Darth Nul have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
The answer may be more apparent than we think. We know Darth Nul created the Children of the Emperor. Perhaps she used the crystals in her method of binding Jedi prey to her master.
All we have are pieces of a broken lightsaber. I don't think we should jump to all these conclusions.
We may not have reached a conclusion, but I do believe we are finally heading toward one.
This might be the time to speak to Malgus again. You can ask about the interesting discoveries we've made here today.
He'll say nothing. I would rather continue our own investigations without the unhelpful detours to Malgus's cage.
Your frustration is understandable, but this situation presents a unique opportunity. We possess information that Malgus may not have himself. We should press our advantage.
All right. While we wait for more intel to come in, I'll see Malgus.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
If we're finished here, I have places to be.
Dr. Ogorob's findings provide crucial insight into what Malgus was planning. Focusing on Darth Nul's work that affected minds was an important clue. But the fact Null used both Sith and Jedi techniques was completely unexpected. Though I am at a loss as to why Malgus would want anything to do with someone who had ties to the Jedi. And let's not forget Darth Nul's holocron falling into the hands of Heta Kol.
Do we know what's on there?
We don't, but we need to assume that whoever holds that holocron holds the advantage. Malgus has the information we need, but he isn't talking. We're not running blind, however. What we learned about Darth Nul's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much. Looks like we have a visitor.
Tell these droids to get out of my way. I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Empress and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work. It's not like Malgus and I are pals. I was hired to do a job, and I did it.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Heta, with or without permission.
This is not the place to start a fight.
I don't start fights. I end them. You should keep that in mind after what happened on Runic. We both need this. So, what's it gonna be?
You're not going in there. That's final.
Think about it. I'm the only one here who knows him. I get how he thinks, how he twists everything around, what's really important to him. I can make this happen.
This does not solve the issue those droids have with Shay.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
I don't like it. Any contact with Malgus is dangerous.
You're right, but I survived by his side longer than most. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
This is a terrible risk, but time is short. We need something new to provoke Malgus. We'll be in full control. If anything seems out of place, we shut it all down.
The moment you cease being useful, you're cut off. Is that clear? She doesn't move from this spot.
Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
If you explained to me what you hope to accomplish, maybe I can help you. Maybe there's another way to finish what you started. A way that others will accept.
Few minds can comprehend my vision.
That is true. You and I have a unique perspective.
Perhaps that is why they parade you in front of me.
Good start. Try asking him something.
I was surprised to learn that Heta Kol was part of your plan.
She wasn't. My designs are much greater than her petty civil war. The Mandalorians are fractured, a broken people. They struggle to decide who they are. An endless cycle of waste and fodder. Useless.
Big talk from inside that cell.
Mandalorian history is nothing but slaughter and bloodshed. They know how to follow orders without question.
Or fight for a purpose.
Slippery Chakari. Okay, maybe Hedda wasn't part of his plan, but something sure as hell changed.
You can't conquer the galaxy without an army.
When I am through, one will rise from the ashes. I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of his mystical Osic. What about the holocron? Does Hedda have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear? Your thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you. There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers. Your people are divided, while Heta Kol gathers her army. You are right to come begging for answers. Heta will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
The past looms over us all, a shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them. They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
I've met my fair share of power-hungry Sith. You, by far, are the worst. You deserve your place in that cage.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
Someone somewhere is always asking something of me.
I understand that this is one request out of many, but the circumstances are unique. I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
Others have been handling your responsibilities during your little personal visit. I needed you to help identify one of Darth Nul's relics, and you were nowhere to be found.
I apologize, but I could not have ignored an invitation from the three.
Then what you have to say better be important.
Your apprehension is understandable, even expected. But this is important. I will await your arrival.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.